I'm gonna explain to you how breastfeeding actually works, because I think a lot of us think that we just have like milk ready to flow at any moment when baby latches, but that's not actually how it works. In order for the milk to be flowing from your breast, you need to have a letdown. So baby latches at the breast, does these short, quick little sucks, and that stimulates oxytocin, which causes your milk cells to contract and push milk forward into your breast and out your nipple. If your baby is ever unlatched during a letdown, you might see your milk spraying at them. This is the letdown. Also, some people feel their letdown, some people don't. Either is normal. During your letdown, you might notice that baby is kind of gulping. Sometimes they choke or sputter and cough at the breast if the letdown is really fast. And then once your letdown slows, you'll actually notice baby kind of like settle into this suck and swallow rhythm and can nurse very comfortably and rhythmically at the breast. I just saw another video on Instagram of a parent pleading for prayers because their child drowned yesterday and they're in the hospital. And I want to share a story. First, I'm a pediatric cardiac surgery PA, and many of the hearts that I have procured for heart transplant have been from drowning victims. And drowning is the #1 cause of death in kids under the age of 4. I know we hear that all the time on here. But I want to tell you my own story that happened a couple years ago. So we had a couple friends over to my parents' pool. We were all done swimming and having lunch and just chit-chatting around the table, whatever. And one of the little boys had gone to the side of the pool and was looking into the pool and ended up falling in. And I can tell you that it was silent. It was the closest that I had ever come to a potential drowning event, because if my husband hadn't seen him fall in, I honestly don't know if any of the rest of us would have noticed. And that is truly terrifying. 70% of drowning accidents happen when you are not swimming. It does not look like the movies. It does not look like a TV show. There is no splashing at the surface. There is no yelling, crying, screaming for help. They go straight down when they have no swimming skills. I've heard of so many people not wanting to get a pool fence because of not liking the way that it looks. I would take the way a pool fence looks any day over having a child drown in my pool, because if that happened, I would never be able to forgive myself. One of the most common mistakes I see breastfeeding parents make is actually not introducing a bottle early enough. Hi, I'm Grace. I'm a physician assistant, a certified lactation counselor, and a mom of 3. We have the idea of nipple confusion or bottle preference drilled into us as breastfeeding parents, but the reality is that if you don't introduce that bottle soon enough, you can actually get bottle refusal later, which can be really stressful. Make sure that you introduce a bottle between 3 and 6 weeks and give a bottle every day or every other day. To reduce the likelihood of bottle preference, make sure that you use a slow flow nipple and paced feeding.
Meu amor, você, meu amor. Meu amor. Ai, ai, meu cabelo. Ai.